No, he didn't tell the family.
Oh.
He just told me.
Oh, he told you.
Yeah, Melvin told me. He said, I think maybe I backslid a little bit, but said, I think he's a pretty good old boy. That was the funny part.
What's backslid mean? What does that mean?
Mm. Well, you know something good, and you kind of backed off from it, but it's still in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your favorite date?
My favorite date? Oh my goodness.
Every one of them.
What about the first date? We didn't even hear about the
what
first
was
date.
The first date?
Or even how he asked her out.
The first date? I don't know. We went to a movie at one time, but I don't know if that was the first date or not. But I didn't care for movies. I didn't grow up going to movies. And he said, well, what do you like to do? I said, I like singing. So we going around, singing's everywhere. Went clear over in.
So you don't remember what your first date really was?
No. I remember the first time he kissed me, though.
Well, let's hear that one.
We was coming from my house, going up the road, and he reached over and kissed me, and I wasn't expecting it, you know. And he said, did I hurt you? I said, no.
He give you a peck on the cheek.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't remember?
No, I guess.
She knows. She ain't telling.
No, he was driving, so he was.
He driving and kissed you.
Yes.
Well, you know the seats used to be straight across back
Yeah,
in the
no,
day.
I know that, but that's so dangerous. Driving.
Well, that country road coming from Uncle Pete's, you know that bridge down where we picnic? We're just coming up that road right there.
Oh, so it's okay to drive and kiss someone on that road.
I like the story about how he carried her across this branch that was up.
Yeah, we was going to Uncle Pete's, and when we drove up to the little bridge there north of where Uncle Pete used to live, this little low water bridge there, they call them slabs. And Bill says, I think that's a little deep for my car. It might drown it out. I said, well, I guess we won't go. And he says, well, I'll carry you across. Which he did. We went on walking down to Uncle Pete's house.
Is this when you were dating or married?
Yeah, we was dating.
Dating at that time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, how did he propose to you?
I don't know.
Well, that was a memory.
We just talked about if we got married. If we got married. We just talked over different things. If.
Lots
It's
of
just
ifs.
kind of like that.
And then it just kind of happened, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It just one day you were married.
No, he gave me an engagement ring, and I hid it for a while because I had my reasons. I didn't want his mom and dad because they was swindlers,
Mm-hmm.
and Aunt Nellie had told me warned me about different things. So I didn't. I hid my ring for a while. After he gave me the ring, we promised we'd get married. I said, when your folks moves out of your house. And Aunt Nellie says, don't you dare move in with them. They'll never leave. They'll just hang on. Said, you'll just have a miserable life. Said, just don't get married until they get out of your house. And so.
Your Aunt Nellie was smart.
Yes, she was.
Smart woman.
She was.
And good thing she had your back.
Had my what?
She had your back. She was watching out for you.
Oh, yeah. She did.
Which
She
is
was
good.
just like a mother to me. And she loved Bill, too. She said, I feel like Bill's my son.
So how did he give you the ring?
Did you just pick it out together? Or?
No, he brought it to me, and I I think maybe we was in the car when he gave me the ring. I can't remember for sure.
Driving down the road.
That country road.
That country road.
Yeah, there's no traffic hardly.
Did he really give you that ring on that country road?
I think he did. I'm not for sure.
I think there's a song in there, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good old country road.
Out, and all of it was out on by Little Piney.
Yeah, but coming up from that little bridge there below the base.
Mother was the baby.
Yeah, I mean she's spoiled.
His mom got mad because we wouldn't set a date.
Because you wouldn't set a date?
Yeah, because I had done told Bill I wasn't moving till we would get married till they moved out. And finally, they had a farm down south of Mountain Grove. They didn't have to live with him, but they finally moved out. I said, "Let's get married." He says, "Okay." We're the 30th of January.
So Mother said that, didn't she? They moved out. Let's get married.
Is that how you said
yeah, he called me and said, "Well, the folks finally moved out." And I said, "Okay, we can get married now."
it? So when did they, like, how fast was the marriage once they moved out?
Pretty quick. These were the 30th of January.
When did they move out?
I don't remember the date, but it just before that.
Just right before?
Yes.
You literally waited for them to move out.
Yes, sir. That was the hang-up. Exactly. Because there was
January
something.
31st, right?
No, third.
30th?
Mhm.
Third.
30th.
Oh,
We
she
got
said
married the
third.
30th.
30th.
Oh, I thought you said the third. Sorry.
30th.
30th. I don't think I heard the
Yeah, because I went about to live with them. No way. Because even after we got married, his mother was writing checks on him, and he told her, said, "Now, you'll have to quit writing checks on my account because I'm a married man now, and I'll need things for us." She didn't pay no attention to that. She'd write checks, things she wanted. She'd sign her name to it, and then she'd put bills under. He had to go to the, now get this, he had to go to the bank and tell the bank to not accept those checks because she wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I was so stubborn. And I had Aunt Nellie on my side.
Well, that's good. Good to have Aunt
What
Nellie.
about Aunt Ann?
She was holding out that way, but not as strong as Aunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they were sisters.
Well, yeah, that was Bill's mom's sister. Aunt Ann was.
But Aunt Nellie wasn't.
No,
But Uncle Art was.
Uncle Art was his daddy's brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the other side.
Yeah. Got quiet, didn't it?
I sure did. Grandma, weren't you going to keep talking?
I don't have anything to say.
You don't have anything to say? Nothing at all? No, not today.
You're not.
No. But I
Married
appreciate
on a
it.
snowy day.
It's night.
Oh.
You got married at night?
8 o'clock. Something like that. Anyway, it was dark.
And hardly anyone there.
We went to the preacher's home down Medora.
Mm.
And Violet Clayton went. Of course, it was Violet Church at the time. She went with us. That was Violet, and the preacher's wife was our witness. That's all they had.
Just Violet?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have anyone on his side?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a small wedding. Who made your dress?
Mother.
Your mom made
I
your
have a
dress?
picture of sewing on it. I said something real silly. I don't remember what. And she just sitting there sewing on my dress, just laughing. I have a picture of her.
She went with you all down there?
No, just
Violet.
Violet.
Just Violet. That's-
Yeah, but she went with you, Violet did.
Oh yeah, Violet we did. And Violet was staying at her aunt's there in Kabul, and we went there to pick her up. And it was snowing, you know. There had a bit of ice on the ground, and then it was snowing on top of that. And Violet's aunt says, "Well, I think as bad as this night is, I think I'd just get married somewhere here in town. And, no, we're going to the door. Brother Bennett knows we're coming. We're going to the door to get married. So we went to the door and got married and brought Violet back to Kaboo.
On the all the snow.
Snowy road and everything. And then we stopped in Willow Springs. We went on our honeymoon then.
In Willow Springs?
No, we stopped at Willow Springs and got our first supper together, which was a hamburger. And then we went on down to Hot Springs, Arkansas. That's where we stayed our first night.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
You drove late into the night then.
Well, it didn't bother us, didn't it?
In the snow. An icy road.
Got down the fair. The fair, though, Arkansas, the snow and everything was, the roads was clear, and it was warming up. Hot Springs, it was just nice. And we went to, I guess it was a zoo of some kind, I don't know. But anyway, I'd never seen crocodiles, and there was a bunch of crocodiles laying there. And Bill says, let's look at the crocodiles. You ever see a crocodile? No, I've never seen a crocodile. And they just looked like they laying there asleep.
Yeah.
And all at once, one of them jumped, and I jumped up and grabbed Bill. He said, I knew then she thought I was a protector.
And that was all on your honeymoon.
Yeah. And then from then on, we went on down to Fort Worth, Texas, to see my uncle, Uncle Brandon Armstrong. Yeah. I have a picture of Bill and him together, and me, and my uncle together, too. I have pictures of all that.
Uncle who?
Brandon
Brandon.
Armstrong.
You had a
Then where'd
big
you go?
honeymoon.
Huh?
You had a big honeymoon.
They did.
Yeah.
Then where'd you go?
From Fort Worth, we came back up through Oklahoma. I don't remember much about it. We stopped in. Oh, yeah, no. We got a big old hamburger in Texas. Bill says everything's bigger in Texas, And it was. I mean that. We ordered a hamburger. I mean that thing. Just a hamburger. Was that big, and the biggest old pile of French fries with it. I never seen anything like it. Then another place in Oklahoma. I don't remember too much about the cafe, but I just remember that waitress. She kept watching. Says, "Yin's a new married couple, ain't you?" And Bill says, "Yeah." She says, "Well, I can tell it. Look at the stars in that girl's eyes."
Aww.
I thought you had to go home and clean house.
I think Joey and I's first meal together was a burger too, with everybody else.
Bunch of other people around.
Well, yeah, you were there too, Granny. That was our first meal as a married couple.
That's true.
Was the burgers?
They were pork burgers.
Yeah, they were pork burgers with Doritos in them.
Oh, I wanted to write down what she said the other day, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was so funny. What was that?
You said you make me.
Oh, yeah.
You make me, and I said, no, I wouldn't make you. If I made you, I'd put a tail on you.
What?
When somebody will say, you'll ask them to do something or something, they say, you make me.
Yeah, make me.
Yeah, you make me. They'll say, no, if I made you, I'd put a tail on you. No, I didn't make you. If I'd put a tail on you.
So if you would have made Mom, but you did make Mom, but if you would have made her a different way, you would have put a tail on her?
Yeah,
Is that what I'm
yeah,
hearing?
yeah.
No, I didn't make her in the first place. Like,
Well, you
go
kind
sweep the floor. And they would reply back, well, you make me.
I don't hear that very much anymore. People used to say it all the time. Make me.
That's because it was teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers always say, make me.
And then whoever they said it to, they'd say, well, I ain't making you. If I made you, I'd put a tail on you.
Changing the way make is. Yeah, changing
Isn't
the
it funny?
way to, yes, I like it. Yeah.
I
Well,
thought that was cute.
We'll get you a tail, Mom.
I don't remember her
Pretty
telling me you
is.
make me.
I don't think I did.
No,
It was
I don't
naughty.
remember. That was sassy.
I don't remember if I told Mom to make me or not. I don't remember ever saying it.
Oh no, you did something else.
No, I just wanted to see her please.
What was those other things that I've said that you said all the time? My brain.
I can't think of it right
Pretty
now.
is as pretty does. That
Oh,
was what I
yeah.
grew up with.
Yeah.
There was another one you said that you said all the time.
You're not the only pebble on the beach.
Yeah.
You're not the only pebble on the beach.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm the shiniest.
I'd want something and somebody else would want it too, and Mother would tell me, well, you're not the only pebble on the beach. You gotta share.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I like it. Grandma's quotes. You girls listen to me or I'm going to get you, with her spoon shaking. That's what she did. She always had a wooden spoon in her hand.
No, she
And-
didn't.
Yes, she did. As a grandmother, she always had a wooden spoon in her
And
hand.
what'd she say?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Y'all listen.
Y'all
There'd be listen. Now, if you don't listen to me, I don't remember what she threatened with.
You're gonna wish you had.
I don't know if she ever said that.
Do you remember the time when you lived on the FF highway
Mhm.
that it was getting dark, and I said, you're just going to play till it starts getting dark, and then you have to come in because you might get on a snake. Well, it was starting to get dark, and you're still out there in the yard playing, and I picked up a little twig, no bigger than that. I said, what did Grandma tell you while ago? Man, you just took to the house like little bees. You remember that?
Barely, Granny. You're scary. That's all I know. You scared me straight.
What did Grandma tell you?
She was
I didn't want him to
mean.
get snake bit.
No.
Now I'm scared to go out in the dark.
Ain't no more in the dark. than it is
I'm scared
overnight.
there's going to be a snake.
Well, yeah.
And I can't see it.
Well, I take.
Thank you. I'm scared of the dark because of you, Granny.
Well, I am too. Even now, I keep a flashlight in my car when I get home after dark. I shine that flashlight.
That's smart.
Make sure there ain't no snake there to step on.
Smart.
Even though zippers is there, I still watch for snakes.
It's smart. Smart.
Mm. David likes to work. I'll get him cut all them sprouts down.
He would do it. He would.
He may want to charge you for it.
Well, don't expect him to do it for nothing.
Well, enough reminiscing for today.
Grandma's quotes.
Hmm?
I'm trying to think of your quotes. No, she doesn't have a quote. She just kind of fidget as if she doesn't agree with you. And She does a That's what she does. And you could just see the looks on her eyes when she's not happy. But then when she's happy, she's got a glint in her eye.
You're bad as Trina. Trina always read my mind. She just did.
I watch people, Granny. I watch people's actions and how they respond to things. I think it drives Joey insane sometimes. Because he'll heavy sigh and he won't realize that he did. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, maybe I'm just heavy sighing. I'm like, no, what's wrong?
Does it tell you?
Yeah.
Tells you what's wrong?
Yeah. Because I pester him enough. Granny can't sit still. She's got to have a constant clench or her legs.
Oh, she can't relax.
She can never relax.
Yesterday, when I was just riding along, I had to fight it. I would just start clamming things.
You're the most anxious person I've ever known. And you passed it to me. Thank you. Anxious. Oh, and always, okay, this is what Grandma always did. Do you see that line right there? That could just break and boom, we'd all be dead. Do you see that bump right there? If you're not careful how you walk, you could trip over that and bash your head in. That's Grandma. That's definitely Grandma. Even when we went swimming, for my birthday, there was a power line over the river where we were swimming, and I looked at Joey and I said, that power line, boom, break. We're all electrocuted. And I was like, you can blame my grandma for that.
What'd he say?
He was just like, you worry too much. Did you see that tree just leaning over the road? I remember this one, especially in the van. Did you see that tree just leaning over the road? It could just fall over and just kill us.
Well, hey, Nellie used to tell it. Now, it's a true story. It wasn't a makeup. Somebody she knew went to the army, went through all the wars, all kinds of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Came home, was just fine, and was riding his horse down a road, and a limb fell on him and killed him right there.
No, it can happen. It can happen.
She said that's a true story.
It can definitely happen.
Anything can happen.
But Grandma has prepared me for the worst of the worst.
Can you act like your grandma?
Can I act like her? Yeah. I want some coffee.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah. And then thank you, sweetheart. So nice.
Love you.
No, she never said love you.
I know.
You too. Hi.
All we gotta do to get this, I just gotta
What are y'all
hook it up
doing?
and start moving.
You too. Never can say love you. Well, one
What
time.
is that?
Oh, yeah. What is that? What's love?
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know, Granny. I've given you all kinds of
I wanted
definitions.
to tell that to Andrew, but my granddaughter says, I love you, and I say, you too, but what is that?
You too, but
But I
what
didn't,
is
but I wanted to tell him that.
But it's not just you too. It's you too. It has
Yeah.
a sing song.
It does. It's a song to the two. You too.
Okay, I need to go home.
I'm afraid I'll go to sleep if I go home.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, and that's what Grandma does. She sleeps.
That's right.
Now.
Well, no. Are you kidding? She made us nap all the time. All
It
the
makes
time.
grow.
I had to have some sleep because I don't work that night on the janitor
I
route.
don't know how she did it.
Grandma, you are a Wonder
Super
Woman.
woman.
Yeah.
No, I'm not either. But I put little Annie in the cribs so she wouldn't get away. I locked the doors in case you woke up and I wasn't awake. And me and you'd lay down in the floor there by the crib. Had you on my arm, so I knew if you moved or anything, you'd wake me up. Made you use my arm for a pillar, so I know for sure. Well,
You know, maybe that's why I always sleep with an arm. Thanks, Grandma.
Because I was afraid you'd wake up and I wouldn't be awake, although I had the doors locked. I was afraid something would happen to you.
Never know.
And I said, and you would say, I ain't sleepy. I said, well, that's okay. Just lay still for a little bit. Grandma's got to rest a little bit.
You give them boxes to play with on the bed sometimes, I think.
This
too.
was in the floor that I'm talking.
Yeah.
And even though they said they wasn't sleepy or anything, we laid there real quiet for a little bit and they'd both be asleep and then I went to sleep. Took me a nap to get ready to go to work overnight.
So many naps.
I don't know how she did it.
Wonder Woman.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, cool.
Anybody can do anything. Especially if you have to.
And I still don't sleep. I don't know what it is to sleep clear through a night without waking up.
I do.
That's
I
awful,
don't.
Granny.
Well,
So I had some bad dreams last night.
I drink all the time. I dreamed I was getting married the other night, and this person thought I wasn't married. One Serenity and Valerie to be in the wedding, and he brought a dress for each one, real really fancy dress. He says, I want them to be in the wedding too.
Oh. Well, whoever that man is, that's awfully sweet. Who'd you marry?
I don't know.
Was it Pal?
I don't know who it was. It seemed like somebody I'd known a long time, yet I didn't know who he was. In my dream.
Okay.
I have some wild ones.
Yeah, you do. So do I, Granny. I can't even remember the dreams I had the other day.
Some I remembered, some I don't.
Same. I was trying to think of something. You always had us do, other than napping, there was something else I was going to say. I know you always made us pick up rocks. And
There's still
pulleys.
some rocks down there if you want to pick it up.
I bet.
And the wheelbar sitting there throwing them in. Which I didn't have back then. We just threw them in a bucket. Carried them all.
Oh, I was going to say the bucket. I was telling Joey how when we, at your house when it was really hot, you didn't have a pool, of course, but we always had buckets, and that's what we would use to cool down, and that would be our swimming. Was buckets. Yeah. And Joey's like, huh, buckets? That's weird. I don't remember exactly what he worded. And I was like, well, yeah, we've always had buckets to put our feet in and splash each other with.
Sometimes I may have used a tub too. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, there's a tub. When we were smaller, we used
I know.
tubs.
When I was growing up, that's what we took baths in. The summertime was in the tub
Mm-hmm.
outside behind the smokehouse. We'd set the tub in the sunshine, and it'd be just as warm, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when it got dark, we'd set the tub out behind the smokehouse and take a bath.
It worked.